Hey guys, popping in with an energy report for you. We have some great stuff going on. Interesting, we have 3 things either in or entering Scorpio in the next few days. And so I want to tell you why that's important. So let's start off talking about the moon. You know I love to talk about the moon. That's my favorite, right? So let's start off. Right now, the moon is waxing. So when the moon is waxing, that means that we're going from new moon and we're seeing more and more and more light and heading towards full moon. Okay, so when the moon is waxing, this is when you are in hustle mode. This is like hustle energy. Go for it. Achieve the things you set out to do. Accomplish those goals. That's what waxing moon energy feels like. Now we have a full moon coming on Wednesday, all right? And that happens at exactly 12:45 Eastern Standard Time, so PM, so in the afternoon. And so that full moon happening on Wednesday night is happening in Taurus. So right now, the waxing moon is in Aries. So just a little bit about the Aries moon. So let's see, it's all about striving, action, courage, decisiveness, initiative. It's a great time for brainstorming, for going out and doing something and making things happen, swift decision making, going on a whim sometimes, like seeing if something's going to work out and just like going for it. That's really the energy of an Aries moon. And you know, that relates to your intuition because we know the moon represents intuition, right? So that relates to your intuition in the sense that when you're bringing stuff in intuitively, it's going to all be really based in helping you make those kind of decisions and pushing you in that sort of way, okay? And so then it goes in, and let me just say that things that are the shadow side of an Aries moon is not feeling supportive and not feeling patient. Patience, goodbye. So for my fellow moms out there, just best of luck. Get some extra essential oils and some extra glasses of wine ready. Aries moons are not a good time for dental visits. So it's in Aries until Wednesday. So listen, like sometimes you got to go to the dentist. A friend of mine went today. It's okay if you have to. Just if you don't have to, maybe wait till after Wednesday. If you do have to, just be extra careful and extra clear of what you want done. Be really extra aware while you're there and everything should be fine. Set an intention that everything's going to go spectacularly well when you go to the dentist, okay? So the full moon happens in Taurus. So again, that happens on Wednesday. So Taurus now is very different from Aries. So it's really interesting when we go Aries to Taurus in any sign, moon, sun, anything. Because they're very much in opposition energetically. So you'll feel, and you may already be starting to feel this, you'll feel that energy kind of pulling from one side of the other. So Aries is like, quick, make a decision, go for it, you know, like really decisive, taking initiative. But Taurus changes. So Taurus is like long, persistent effort, being patient, rest, comfort, coziness, sensuality, all of those things. Great time for taking care of plants. Not a great time for quickness. So you're going to come from that Aries feeling in the moon and your intuition's really supporting that to like, boom, flip. Okay. And it's going to happen in Taurus, which is going to make you feel like you want to slow down, be a little bit more patient, make more long-term goals. You're going to feel a lot more earthy and sensual and all of that. And it's going to feel a little head spinny. Aries to Taurus is always a fun roller coaster ride. It's like, and then you go down the slope. So be ready and prepared for that. It doesn't have to be bad. If you're ready and you're looking forward to that transition, it can be great. If you are ignoring all of your stuff, as per usual, astrology is going to be kicking your ass, right? Understood? Okay. So about the full moon, real quick, if you're local to me in Massachusetts, we're having a full moon market on Thursday, and a full moon circle. So it's the day after the full moon. We're going to be celebrating it. So take a look for that. I've posted it in my events, but I will tag the link on this page. So there's a fun market opened up, and then we do the women's circle after it, which is so freaking awesome. I can't even tell you. So I'll post the info so I don't have to take up time talking about that, but keep an eye for that. Okay. The sun is in Libra right now. Okay, let's talk about the sun. So the sun is more ego quality. Okay, so this, when it's in Libra, it's all about like seeing your relationships with other people and seeing how that reflects on you. Like, what does that mean about you? Like, imagine it's like holding up a big giant mirror. Okay, like, oh my gosh, my relationship with this person has this going on, and what does that mean about me? That's what a Libra sun feels like, okay? And that is in Libra until tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to the sun in 1 second because it's one of the 3 things entering Scorpio. So let me go back. Before that, I think it's really important to point out that right now the sun aligns with Venus, which is in retrograde, okay? And the moon perfectly aligns with Uranus. And these things combined, their powers combined, give a really strong urge for you to break out of relationship patterns, okay? And you get this like huge dose of clarity as to what's going on in your relationships. Now listen, this is not just romantic relationships. This is all relationships, okay? So this is coworkers, friends, family members, romantic relationships too. But all of those things, you are gonna feel like a strong urge to break the patterns going on in them. And it's a really great time to do that. But I want you to know that because I'm already seeing it happen. I'm already seeing people being like, I need some help in this relationship, or suddenly I'm noticing this pattern and all of this. Hey, Jessica. So if you're feeling that, the only thing that I think is extra important to know is to take a breath, try to get into the Taurus moon before you take action, because in the Aries moon, you might just make a quick decision of what to do, and it might not be the best. But really look at what you're feeling in the Aries moon, and then come Wednesday, when we go into the Taurus moon, then decide what you want to do, feeling both energies. Okay? Make sense? All right, let's go back to the sun. So the sun, again, is in Libra, and it goes into Scorpio tomorrow. Okay? And the sun stays in Scorpio until November 22nd. Sun in Scorpio, friends, is all about desire. Write that word down, tattoo it on your forehead and on the back of your hand, and just be like, okay, I am really going to be driven by desire. Now, that doesn't just mean like sexy desire. I mean, it means that, but it also means the things that you are desiring deep down at a subconscious, deeper level are really going to be driving you right now. Sun in Scorpio does that to everybody, okay? So it's really important to understand that it also brings up the extremeness of feelings. Oh my goodness, does it do that? When the sun goes into Scorpio, the kind of help that people are seeking from me suddenly becomes in dealing with these very passionate feelings, good or bad, all right? Now, this is important because remember what's going on with the other things, but we also have Mercury and Venus in Scorpio. So there's a lot of intensity going on, and I'll explain those in a minute. When the sun is in Scorpio, things that are superficial are going to piss you off, okay? And I don't just mean they're going to irritate you. I mean they're going to actually piss you off. Like if a person is being superficial, if you feel like you have to be superficial in an instance or in a place, anything like that, not going to work. Suddenly, you are going to feel very irritated by the mediocrity that is in your life, all right? I actually love when that happens. I know that it creates like waves. I get it. But I love when people get fed up with mediocrity. I love that because then they really take leaps to getting out of the places where they're stuck or where they're allowing things that aren't as great as they could be. So I love that. I love that piece. But just know it's coming, all right? It's coming tomorrow. You might be feeling it already. This is the best time for solving stuff, looking into secret stuff. This is when people keep messaging me, like asking me what I know about different conspiracy theories. I love it. Very, very Sun and Scorpio thing. It's all like the deep hidden stuff, the stuff below the surface that really appeals to people, okay? If you're like a TV producer and you're watching this, well, first give me a call and give me a TV show. But second, this is the time where you should be putting out your mystery shows, your documentaries on conspiracy theories, all of that. If you whatever you do for work, talk about that kind of stuff and what you're doing. It's going to really connect with people and appeal to people, okay? The shadow side of Sun and Scorpio is jealousy, being manipulative, and being like obsessive in thought patterns. So like being really obsessed with like 2 or 3 thoughts and you just cannot stop thinking about them. okay? That's Sun in Scorpio. The other thing with Sun in Scorpio is it makes people want to really look in the face of things in society that are taboo, okay? So you might suddenly have these urges to just be like, go picket something that really irritates you about society that you think is ridiculous and shouldn't be taboo, but it is. That's your Sun in Scorpio, all right? So you're gonna see come tomorrow, write this down. You remember I told you, you're going to see, because we're in a time where, you know, the waves of feminism are coming in. And remember we talked about that second wave here in October. Because we're in that, you are going to start to see when Sun goes in Scorpio, something else is going to come up. Okay. People are going to really start fighting some of these things that are taboo, and you're definitely going to see it connected to feminism. You're definitely going to see it in politics also. So put your seatbelt on, or like click off of all social media and TV because it's coming. All right. Things that are taboo. Remember that's the stuff that's going to really get people passionate and excited. People are going to be talking to you about conspiracy theories, and you'll be like, where did this come from? Right. Someone's going to post something about, you know, UFOs or whatever. Like it's gonna go crazy. I love conspiracy theories, so tell me what you come up with, because I love to talk about them and listen to them. There's some cool Netflix specials. Go watch them. Just be in that energy. All right. Okay. So Sun in Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio too. Okay. So this means intense communication. Mercury rules communication. So just like how Scorpio is ruling the Sun, is ruling that when it comes to communication too. So you are going to want to talk about deep stuff. You're going to want to tell somebody about some crazy idea you have, or you don't want to just like talk about the weather. You just don't. Okay. You want to talk about the deeper things. You're going to be pulled towards that. And that's just no. Okay. The thing is, people who are in shadow, right? Like they have their communication issues in shadow. Your throat chakra is about to go cucaracha, okay? Because if you are not speaking your truth, then you are speaking things that feel superficial to yourself. Even if they're about deep stuff, if they don't feel like your real true truth, the stuff that you just really want to say that's like burning in you, if you're not saying those things, it's not gonna feel good. You're gonna get a cough. You're gonna get one of those colds. My son, my youngest had it, and my oldest just came down with it this morning. I'm like, damn Mercury and Scorpio. Okay, it's those things that you want to say, and finding your voice and finding your way to communicate. So find ways to speak your truth right now, quick. Okay, write it down. You don't have to say it to anybody, but you've got to get it out. You've got to feel like you can start communicating, even if it's little baby steps. Communicate better and communicate more authentically, all right? And look at what might be holding you back from that. Okay, and then Venus is also in Scorpio, friends. Good grief, okay? Jessica, you have it now. Yeah, see? Not surprised, friend. Okay, Venus in Scorpio too, friends. So that's your relationships, okay? So remember how I told you Sun and Scorpio did all that craziness to relationships? Well, guess what? Venus, which rules relationships and love, is also in Scorpio. Everything is intense. Buckle up. It's going to be this way for like a month. So take a deep breath. Everything's going to be intense. When you feel intense emotion and like you want to speak it out, especially to people you love, take a breath, pull yourself together, take a minute, and then decide how you're going to do it authentically. Okay? It can be difficult, but it's worth taking that pause for a second, because then you won't wake up the next day and be like, oh snap, what did I do? Or wake up on November 23rd when the Sun's not in Scorpio anymore and be like, what did I do? What did I do? Scorpio made me do it. That would be a good hashtag. If you do something or say something stupid, or just like a little too intense, hashtag Scorpio made me do it. Okay, you got a Scorpio trifecta. Let's just blame that if we do that. So good. All right, so I hope that helps. Check out the full moon market and circle if you are local to me. And yeah, have a fantastic week, and enjoy the full moon. Don't forget to make your full moon wishes, because that is just the funnest thing ever to do. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day and a great week. Bye, guys.